Hello again. So I know when I made my first video, I jumped right into it because there are just so many videos out there that explain the whole Mandela quantum effect, and I really didn't want to bore anyone who was already way too familiar with the whole thing, with more of the same details that they've already been listening and watching. But I have had a few requests to make a so-called, beginning video. And once I really thought about it, I thought it may be a good idea anyhow, so that I would have a personal reference video to people that I know in my life who actually show an interest in this and would like to learn more. So, if you are new to all of this, stay tuned. If you have already been living all of this, then this probably will bore you, and I don't blame you if you decide to move on. So, the Mandela Effect. This term was first coined by a woman named Fiona Broome when she and some of her colleagues were discussing Mandela and how they had all thought he died in prison, I believe, in the 1980s rather than 2013. They felt so certain about this memory that after further investigation, it was decided that this memory effect would be given a name, hence the Mandela Effect. Over time, it became apparent that there were more than just this one incident of a so-called false memory, and not just from her and her friends, but spreading globally. It also appeared that these memory changes seemed to be coming in waves. If I remember correctly, there was a big wave last year, and then another one this year around May, I want to say. Now, what you need to understand is that if you remember it one way, and you know this is how you remember it, and your friends, your family, your colleagues, they remember it how it is now in our present time, different from you, then you're both right. There can be no argument, and there really is no way to prove it. There are a lot of people who state that it's just misremembering things, or you've gotten old and you're just forgetting things easier. But with a lot of people who have been strongly affected by the Mandela quantum effect, there are always a few things that are very, very personal to them and really stand out. I mean, almost screaming to them that they personally remember their past, their truth, their memory. I mean, if it happens to you, you're going to know it. You will know it. Um, I'll give you some very common and most recognized examples about this shortly, and let you decide how you stand, or if you remember things as they are now, if you're remembering them in a different way. um, I will, I'm losing my train of thought. I'm so not used to doing a video about all this stuff because I've already been through it. I will give you some very common and most recognized examples. And I'm going to try not to, I'm going to do it in a way so as to not put anything in your head, give you any preconceived ideas, just let you remember it. It's not understood as of yet, and maybe never, what exactly has caused this effect. Some think it's a merging of parallel universes, some think CERN has something to do with it, and others think quantum computers are the ones to blame. There really is no definitive answer. I'm going to pause right now. This will be part one, and immediately after I'm going to do part two, and that is going to be all of the examples. I mean, not all of them. I'm just going to grab the most striking, because I have a feeling the second video is going to be longer. So I will be right back.